Are you ready for more Fiat videos? I hope so, because that's what's coming right after this. Welcome back. If you haven't seen my videos before, I'm Ross the Oliver Man. This 1250, we want to get it done, and it is slow going. However, I don't even remember what we did last time. Wiring. I tested everything. It turns out brand new Chinesium switch is junk. So I ordered another one, so hopefully it will get here soon. We can go on our merry way. Then this happened. I was able to go to town and through a conglomeration of things get this all plumbed up. It's not quite as clean looking as I would like it to be, but that is life, you know. If I had some custom made pieces, I could probably make it a little bit better, but that will work. It's full of water all the way up, so we know it's not leaking and life is good. Now, where that takes us is, unfortunately, fan belt. Our fan belt has left the chat, and if you don't know or haven't noticed, the hydraulic pump runs off the front of the crankshaft, which means we had to take all of this loose to get there. I could have probably maybe done it without taking the nose off, but I attempted it and it was much easier to just do this thing. So where we are right now, I kind of decided I was going to take those 3 bolts loose down at the bottom on that plate and see if there was enough play that I could get the shaft out of there. If there is not, then we will take the hydraulic lines off each side and then just pull it backwards. I'm doing my best here, and that is not very good, so there's just not a lot of room in here. And I'm guessing that now what's going to happen is the ratcheting wrench won't fit in there. The actual ratchet is too tall. Ratcheting wrench. You can do the back one. And some people are going to probably say it would have been easier to just take the pump off the bracket, but I don't know, friends. I've been down that road before on the other ones. Those are pretty small bolts to try to accomplish anything, so I don't know. It's also fighting us the whole entire way. I want to hurry up and get this done before afternoon time so I can go to town and get a belt if I don't have one on hand, because I don't know that I do. Those are super long bolts. I've noticed that about metric stuff anyway. They seem to like extremely long. I wonder if I go back here, if that would get me any more travel. It will. Okay. We got hydraulic lines running every which way. We got sadness at every turn. It would just be nice if stuff would just work instead of constantly. Oh, what a thrill. Now I think we've done that fancy trick where we got the gear wrench trapped Life. It's so much fun. Luckily, I foresaw this, and I brought the offset wrench. It's not playing nice with me. It's not playing nice at all. There. Well, there's two. Only one more before we find out this won't work. I had them all loose. I was able to do that with the ratchet, but I wasn't able to get them the rest of the way out. Ah, struggle bus. There. All right. Now, plan, will you work? Is there enough slop in this set of lines to get that out of there? I bet there isn't. Because why would there be? It's so close. It's so close. But that's not how it works, friends. It's not how it works. You see, it can't just go that way. It's also got to have enough room to pull out of the other deal. And we don't have that. At least, I don't think we do. Part of our trouble is not knowing how it's made. It should pull straight out of there. But it won't. Son of a Knudsen. I guess we will take our lines loose. 2 volts there, 2 volts there. Got no choice. So much fun. So much fun, friends. That somebody would design things this way. Other companies did it too. And I'm equally as thrilled about it when I work on other brands of tractors and they did this stupid thing. Don't do that, places. Don't do that. We don't need nonsense like this. Because then what we're going to find, I guarantee you, we're going to find out that this pump isn't any good after we put it all back together, and it would have been better to just buy a new pump. Now we're dripping oil all over us. But that's okay. I like the oil that's coming out of there though. It looks clean. So perhaps that means the back end is not full of nastiness like I was afraid it might be. Since that guy used the words, you need to flush the back end of it. Made me kind of nervous that maybe it was garbage, but maybe he just thought after all the time it should be flushed. So that's handy. Oh yeah, that's clean oil. That's good. Awesome possum. Alright. Cool. Doesn't even fit through there. It's awesome. Oh man, we're flooding here. I'm sitting on the bag of oil dry too. Why won't that come out of there? All right, well, that's enough that we can at least get there. See, the fun part is whenever we get to the alternator portion, we're going to have to do this all again, because we're going to have to find a different length belt to make that work. So right now I need to loosen this so I can get this belt off and then slip the other belt over there. I have found this belt here at home. I have no idea if it's going to be, it's way too big, I can see that right now. But wouldn't it be cool if I had a belt on hand? Because I'm sure I do, if I would just dig through them and look. But let me get this busted loose here, and then we'll see what happens. Although you can take a moment and admire the fancy fan spacer that's in there now. That worked out so lovely. All right, so there's that belt. Now we're gonna try to figure out, oh, that's way too big. Now, if we were to cut this belt, that might give us a closer measurement. I think it needs to be about an inch longer than this one. So we're gonna have to go search our used belt pile. I have many belts that I've been blessed with over the years. So let me go look around a little bit and maybe I've got one here. All right, when I was a kid, Grandpa and I went to probably 10,000 auctions. And at one of them, we bought a whole pile of V-belts that was brand new. And he said, maybe someday we can use those. And I hope today is that day. Now, because I can't get that shaft out of there, I'm not sure how this is gonna go. Because I gotta get it around that fan, and I bet I know how it's gonna go. I'm probably gonna have to take that fan loose again. And that blows chunks, friends. Because, yeah. I mean, why didn't I wait to put it together, you know? I bet this is not the right length. I bet I need it slightly longer. However, the nice thing is that, what am I trying to say here? Well, I don't even know. I'm hoping I can get this to happen without sadness. Ooh, I'm not gonna get it to happen without sadness. Why did it do that to me? Okay. Because I'm an idiot, that's why. I need to go this way to get that around that. Nope. Two, three, come on, one more, four. All right. Wah, wah, wah. Just what I thought. That is actually probably the exact same belt that went bad and broke. And if my reading is right, this is a 38-inch belt. So that gives us some reference of where to start. As in, we need a 39-inch belt. I bet I'm not going to be able to be smart enough to get this off of here. I mean, I don't know. I'm gonna get that off of there. Three, four. Alright. Well, we need to go longer than this. So, I don't know if I have actual more numbered belts, but we need at least a 39-inch belt probably, because I'm guessing that it's 38 inches long. And possibly 2 sizes longer. So I'm gonna go dig some more. All right, round number 2. I'm afraid this one's gonna be too long now, but do what we do, you know? I just hate to buy a brand new one and then turn around and we find out we're gonna do something different on with the alternator situation, and then we gotta buy another new one. But I'm hoping that this one will get us going. This is an AP40. So that should be a 40-inch belt based on the old-timey part numbers. Used to, they were smart enough to make the number match the length. Nowadays, not so much. There, come on. Oh, it's gonna be too big. I just a little bit. Dang. However, this proves my point. If I end up mounting that alternator in here, you know, I'll make a bracket where it pivots and then it's gonna be in there like this. So, oh, you know what else is cool? Our junk water pump is leaking. Awesome. We'll be changing the water pump too before we're done with this project, but that's fine. I should have known, but I had to first make sure that this was actually gonna work before we did this. So proof of concept. Boy, it's leaking bad now, isn't it? Amazing how just rehydrating it makes it leak. Well darn. I'll take this belt off. I'll take this belt. We'll get one that's in between the two. And then that should potentially, you know, give us enough stuff that when we go to town after a while, we're able to make this happen. Son of a Knutson. All right, we're back from town. We've got a whole selection of stuff here to choose from, and then we'll take back what we didn't use. I guess we should start with the shortest first and hope for the best. But yeah, I'm sure that's very windy, but that's just life. Now this one here is 38 7/8. So we'll call that like 39, you know. Come on. Get in there, you. Now we have to feed it behind all of these. Sure. How did we do this a while ago? Well, did we go that way? Is that what we did? No. We can't go that way. Gotta go this way. How did we do that? I had it down a while ago where it was so slick and it wasn't any effort at all. Direction. Maybe. Really cool that it's not cooperating. There. And it's really cool that that pump's leaking even more now than before. Okay. Price is Right sadness. Ooh. That's a lot more than we had, but it's still not gonna go. All right. That's nuts how much that's leaking. This one will go. I'm fairly confident it will go. Ouch. All right. It's gonna work. Friends, it's gonna work. Belts are back on. Now we gotta put all that back together so we can try to start it. Yeah, what fun. Put it all back together just to find out we got to take it apart for other stuff. Sure. We're gonna hope that all of our watchamies are still where they need to be. That's the fancy word for O-ring, because I can't see nothing. At least now we can get it back together quicker than when we took it apart. That doesn't seem like the right size, so we're not going to do anymore. We're going to ignore it. That's the right thing to do. Now we've got 3 bolts to put in here. Once that's done, we can try to start it. So I'm going to save battery power and shut you down. All right, if life likes us, hopefully now we can hear it come to life. We'll have to jump it though. No governor action. Okay. It's got good oil pressure, but I ain't got no good governor. Hydraulics, there we go. Probably air in it. I think its biggest problem is it's been sitting for a very long time. Also, I'm running the governor backwards of the way the last guy was, so you know, this is the way it's supposed to run. But yeah, our water pump is becoming an issue. We are going to be we're going to be changing it before long, because it drips the whole time. Sometimes that happens when something sits dry for so long, then you rehydrate it and it starts leaking. Thus is the case with my used water pump. I should have known better. Also, I have a leak here, and I'm trying to determine if that's being blown out. I think that's being slung out by the water pump. I don't think it's leaking up higher. I think it's all getting thrown out of there. But it worked, friends. It started right up. It pumped fuel. Stuff is happening. It steers really excellent. The hydraulics worked. So I would say just a lot of use. See, it just got a very slow response time, and I think a lot of that is from being gummied up from sitting. So I'm hoping that a little more use will make that work. Also, it had excellent oil pressure. It pegged the gauge, and that's what I like to see. So if it does that, we know it can't be too hurt in any way. We need to hook the temperature thing up next time we run it and see what our gauge situation reads, you know, if it is overheating or what. That's our next hurdle. Hopefully it's not. Hopefully whoever it was stopped it in time before they had their meltdown. But yeah, we've got some seepage, and I don't know. I hope that's all from our leaking pump, and I hope it's not catastrophic failure somewhere else, but I don't think it is. I think it's just a matter of we're gonna have to order a water pump and then take that loose and start again, you know. Just slap in a new water pump and go. That won't be no big deal. We got all the engineering part of it figured out now, so it's just a matter of taking apart and reassembly. So I would have to call this a success. I mean, there's still a lot of things we can do to it to make it perfect. You know, right now it doesn't start from the seat, but I'm happy, friends. I think we can make her go. We just have to get a pump that doesn't leak now. Anyway, as I was saying before I ran out of battery, some people are going to say, why didn't you put a new pump on right away, you moron? Well, I wasn't entirely sure that this was going to work. So now that I have the proof of concept that this is going to be what we want, I will gladly spend the money and buy a new pump and slap that on there. I need one for the 1365, so I'll just order two. And then hopefully we'll be in good shape. Maybe it'll, well, I don't think so, because it's after it moves that it starts leaking. I was going to say maybe it quit leaking, but I don't think so. So anyway, I will happily buy a new pump for it if that is all it takes to have a good running tractor. So we're going to call this one a success. As always, if you enjoy my videos, give them a thumbs up. Leave a comment and tell me how dumb you think I am. Or if by some slim chance you liked it, say that. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.